This Sunday we'll be back on our channel, American Legends Losses, with more tributes. We present a list of legendary actors that departed on this day, August 11th, 2024, in this tribute film. Legends that regrettably ended up dying today, but in some manner, contributed to their respective works. Fans and family, my condolences. Peace be with you. First though, we would appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along. Mickey Cottrell, whose real name is Richard Edward Cottrell, was born in Memphis, Tennessee, on September 4, 1944. He made his name in Hollywood as a film publicist, independent producer, and occasionally performer. He was a complex figure. Cottrell's ability to support indie films and elevate distinctive, frequently unorthodox tales to the fore of the motion picture industry marked his career in the entertainment sector.As a publicist in Hollywood. Cottrell gained recognition early on for his commitment to advancing indie films and helping up-and-coming directors. His choice of projects to represent demonstrated his passion for film, especially the independent film movement. As a publicist, he made a significant impact on Gus Van Sant's breakthrough film My Own Private Idaho 1991, which went on to become a cult classic. The movie attracted a passionate fan base and received critical praise because to Cottrell's promotional efforts. Apart from his role as a publicist, Cottrell also pursued a career in filmmaking. Always looking to push the limits of storytelling and discover uncharted cinematic territory, he made a number of indie films. His participation in the creation of Ed Wood 1994, a biographical picture about the renowned director who is sometimes referred to as the greatest director of all time, demonstrated his dedication to independent cinema. Tim Burton's picture was favorably appreciated and strengthened Cottrell's standing as an advocate for unusual and avant-garde filmmaking. In addition, Cottrell occasionally performed in plays, which gave his already varied career even more depth. His most famous performance was as a supporting character in the 1997 catastrophe movie Volcano. Even if his work in the background was more well-known than his acting career, it nevertheless demonstrated his versatility and abiding passion for the filmmaking craft. At the age of 79, Mickey Cottrell departed from this life on January 1, 2024. Heart failure problems were the cause of death. With his death, a lengthy and significant Hollywood career came to an end. Cottrell's influence endures thanks to the movies he assisted in producing and the several actors and directors he helped along the way. He is known for being a fervent supporter of indie film and a genuine pioneer in the field. Born in Alameda County, California, on December 31, 1954, Ellen Marie Corbett was a well-known American Democratic politician renowned for her devoted support of the San Francisco Bay Area. Growing up in a politically engaged household, Corbett had a keen interest in public service from a young age. She continued her studies at the University of California, Davis, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in political science. She then went on to the University of the Pacific's McGeorge School of Law to acquire her Juris Doctor. Serving on the San Leandro City Council at the beginning of her political career, Corbett went on to become the first female mayor of San Leandro, California, serving in that capacity from 1994 to 1998. Throughout her time as mayor, she worked to strengthen city services, increase public safety, and foster economic growth. She gained a great deal of respect for her leadership and dedication to her community, which served as the cornerstone for her later political career. Corbett was chosen to represent the 18th District in the California State Assembly in 1998. She concentrated on problems including consumer protection, healthcare, and education while serving in the Assembly. Her advocacy of legislation includes measures to increase healthcare access, safeguard consumers from unscrupulous practices, and enhance the quality of education. She became a powerful voice for her constituency and a prominent figure in the Democratic Party as a result of her work in the Assembly. After winning an election in 2006, Corbett was appointed to the California State Senate, serving as the senator for the 10th District, which included parts of San Leandro, Hayward, Pleasanton, Union City, Fremont, Newark, Milpitas, and San Francisco. As a state senator, Corbett persisted in concentrating on problems that her people cared about most, like public safety, environmental preservation, and educational reform. After being named Senate Majority Leader, she was able to influence legislative objectives and further the Democratic agenda in the state. On August 9, 2024, Ellen Marie Corbett, who was 69 years old, passed away. Long-term disease problems were the cause of death. Her passing signaled the end of an illustrious career in public service, leaving the people of California with a legacy of commitment, leadership, and constructive change. Those who knew Corbett and benefited from her efforts still remember and honor her contributions to the community and state. Born in Nampa, Idaho, on April 23, 1938, Stephen Douglas Sims is an American politician and lobbyist who made a substantial impact on both the political climate in Idaho and the United States. His upbringing in a farming family shaped his political views and dedication to agricultural issues during the course of his professional life. Sims studied economics and agriculture at the University of Idaho, a background that would later influence his legislative ambitions. Sims represented Idaho's 1st congressional district in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1973 to 1981, when he started his political career as a Republican. Throughout his time in Congress, he was a steadfast supporter of fiscal conservatism, little government intrusion, and assistance for the farming industry. When Sims successfully challenged incumbent Senator Frank Church in the 1980 U.S. Senate race, it was a noteworthy victory that highlighted Sims' increasing power within the Republican Party. Sims continued to support conservative principles when serving as a U.S. Senator from 1981 to 1993, concentrating on matters like national defense, deregulation, and tax reform. He was well known for his steadfast dedication to advancing free market ideas and cutting back on the scope of government. In addition, Sims supported states' rights and was instrumental in a number of bills aimed at giving state governments more authority. On August 8, 2024, Stephen Douglas Sims, who was 86 years old, passed away. With his passing, a lengthy and significant career in American politics came to an end. He left behind a legacy of steadfast conservatism and a dedication to the values that influenced his tenure in government. Born on December 3, 1946, Robert Tischler was a well-known and significant person in American comedy. He was most recognized for his work as a producer, audio engineer, and television writer. Tischler's affinity for audio engineering led to the start of his profession, and this ability would go on to play a significant role in some of the most well-known comedic plays of his era. His first big break came in the early 1970s when he produced National Lampoon, his first comedy album, a groundbreaking effort that helped make the magazine famous among humorists. Tischler did more than just audio engineering for National Lampoon. He was invited on to co-create and produce the National Lampoon Radio Hour with Michael O'Donoghue once it was realized how talented and creative he was. The radio program, which ran from 1973 to 1974, included a number of comedians who went on to become household names, including John Belushi, Bill Murray, and Gilda Radner. It was a cult favorite. As a writer and producer, Tischler was crucial to the success of the National Lampoon Radio Hour, which was renowned for its dark and irreverent comedy. Tischler continued to work in radio and television throughout his career, lending his technical expertise and wit to a variety of projects. He produced a number of comedy specials and collaborated with some of the biggest personalities in show business. His skill at fusing technical accuracy with creative writing made him a highly sought-after comedy collaborator. On July 13, 2024, Robert Tischler, who was 78 years old, passed away. It was stated that complications from a chronic ailment were the reason of his death. Tischler's groundbreaking work in radio and television, together with his contributions to comedy, left a lasting impression on the business. He is regarded as a creative force that, especially via his work with National Lampoon, contributed to form the terrain of American humor. Born in Memphis, Tennessee on June 5, 1925, William Foster Hayes I was a well-known American actor and record producer whose career spanned many decades. In the 1950s, Hayes became well known as a recording artist after making a big hit out of his performance of the Ballad of Davy Crockett. The song, which was connected to the well-liked TV show Davy Crockett, shot to fame and peaked at #1 on the Billboard charts in March 1955. The song captured the essence of the time and cemented Hayes's position in music history thanks to his distinctive voice and catchy tune, which made it a cultural sensation. Hayes sought a career in acting in addition to his fame as a recording artist. Throughout his acting career, he appeared in movies and television shows, frequently showcasing his charisma and versatility. Hayes was renowned for his versatility and made appearances in a range of genres, including comedy and drama. Although less well-known than his musical career, his acting skills helped him establish himself as a gifted performer. Hayes continued to sing and make appearances in the entertainment world throughout his life. He had a lasting impression in both acting and singing, especially with his famous song that is still a beloved staple of American popular culture. On January 12, 2024, William Foster Hayes, who was 98 years old, passed away. An illustrious career in entertainment came to an end when the cause of death was declared to be natural causes. Hayes is recognized for his long contributions to entertainment and his remarkable contributions to music, with the Ballad of Davy Crockett standing as a timeless work of American music history. The well-known American actor and producer Michael Douglas has struggled with his health on a number of occasions. The most significant diagnosis Douglas received was for stage IV throat cancer in 2010, which he linked to the human papillomavirus HPV. Although receiving the diagnosis was a major blow, Douglas went through a rigorous course of treatment that included radiation and chemotherapy. His fight with cancer was widely reported, and both the medical establishment and his supporters offered him a great deal of support. In 2011, Douglas declared himself to be in remission, marking a critical turning point in his healing process. It appears that you are referring to a potential CBC interview regarding throat cancer. The media extensively reported on Michael Douglas's battle with throat cancer, including interviews in which he talked about his diagnosis, course of treatment, and eventual recovery. If you're searching for a particular interview or more information, CBC News may have relevant archives or articles. In brief, Douglas freely discussed his experience with throat cancer during interviews, emphasizing the physical and psychological effects of the illness and its treatment. He talked about the value of early detection and the effects his health battle has had on his personal and professional lives. Please let me know if you require further information regarding his treatment and recuperation, or if you require specific interview details.